He was the kingpin who turned bloodshed into business, the criminal mastermind who made the Mafia modern. But how did a poor immigrant kid from Sicily become the architect of America's most powerful criminal empire? This is the unbelievable rise of Charles "Lucky" Luciano. Stay till the end, because the truth behind his death will blow your mind. Born Salvatore Lucania in 1897 in Sicily, Luciano's journey began in poverty. At age 9, his family arrived in New York's gritty Lower East Side. It was a world of opportunity, if you didn't mind getting your hands dirty. As a teen, he ditched school, ran with the 5 Points Gang, and became known for doing what others wouldn't. He earned the nickname Lucky, either from surviving a brutal mugging or the many hits he walked away from. But Luciano wasn't just lucky, he was brilliantly ruthless. By the 1920s, Luciano was working under Joe Masseria, one of the old school Mafia bosses. But the streets of New York were boiling. Rivalries between Sicilian clans exploded into open warfare, the Castellamarise War. While the old dons clung to tradition, Luciano saw the future: organization, profit, and cooperation over chaos. So, in 1931, he pulled a move straight out of a Shakespearean tragedy. He arranged the assassination of his own boss, Joe Masseria, during a card game. The betrayal stunned everyone, but it ended the war. With Masseria gone, Luciano aligned with rival boss Salvatore Maranzano, briefly. But when Maranzano tried to crown himself boss of all bosses, Luciano struck again, this time faster. Maranzano was murdered in his office, disguised as a police raid. With both bosses dead, Luciano made his move. He created the Commission, a revolutionary council of the 5 major New York families. No more absolute rulers. Disputes would be settled democratically, or at least bloodlessly. Luciano didn't just run a gang, he created a corporate structure for organized. The Mafia became a business, but power attracts attention. In 1936, prosecutor Thomas E. Dewey took him down, not for murder or racketeering, but for prostitution. Luciano was sentenced to 30 to 50 years in prison. He insisted it was a setup. Still, behind bars, his influence remained, until World War II brought an unexpected deal. In 1942, the U.S. Navy needed help. German U-boats were attacking New York's harbor, and rumors swirled that Axis spies were on the docks. The government turned to Lucky Luciano in exchange for cooperation from the mob-controlled longshoremen. He was quietly released and deported to Italy. It sounds insane. America's government cutting a deal with the Mafia? But it happened. It was called Operation Underworld, and it worked. In exile in Naples, Luciano never stopped pulling strings. He tried to rebuild power in Italy, linked up with the heroin trade, and lived like a ghost. Fear still shaped organized crime decades later. He didn't just build an empire, he institutionalized it. In 1962, Charles "Lucky" Luciano died suddenly of a heart attack at the Naples airport. But here's the twist. He was there to meet a Hollywood producer planning a movie about his life. Was it just coincidence? Or was someone silencing the last living architect of the American Mafia? Was Luciano's death natural? Or a final hit to keep Mafia secrets buried forever? One thing's for sure, Lucky Luciano didn't just play the game, he rewrote the rules.